Welcome to Buena Vista! Rain until 1. Oh no. I don't know if you can see or not, but I'm changing my clothes. It's always best to have a pair of camp clothes, so when you get done hiking, you have a pair to get into that's dry. Today it's raining, so these clothes are gonna get wet. So I use Hyperlight Mountain Gear Dyneema stuff sacks for my clothing as well as my quilt. They have an area where you can put a name on here, so I put your mama's name on here. A Swedish dishcloth is what I use on the inside of my tent to get the moisture out. Now, even though it's raining, I'm gonna be in the rain all day, I wanna make sure I get as much moisture out of the inside of my tent, because if I do have to pitch my tent, at least I know I've got at least a little bit more of that moisture out, so it isn't gonna be completely wet inside my tent. The man, the myth, the legend. It is Subman. How are you doing, my friend?
Hey, brother. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well. So, January 1st, 2025, Subman and I met on top of Springer Mountain.
Yeah, you were coming up to start. Yep.
Yep. So you're making on your way up to Fontana. Where's your next stop?
Well, I'm thinking about getting off at Rock Gap for a couple days and letting the snow wash out.
Because it is crazy out here, right?
It's a mess.
Were you out here last night?
Yeah, I was at Carter.
Oh, yeah. So
I was good in the shelter. But I did a 17.5 to get there. About killed me. That's big miles for me.
I want you to look at down here around this link. See how the water seems like it's bubbling up through there? Does it seem like
yeah, out of the weld.
Yeah, the weld. That means it's dead, right?
It probably froze and cracked it.
Gear failure on the trail. Yeah. So I just want to say thank you to everyone that has been joining my channel over the past year. We have grown significantly, but we still need to reach our goal. We're trying to get to 100,000 subscribers by the end of 2025. Please, please think about subscribing, hitting that like button, and leaving a comment down below, as I definitely appreciate your support. Hey, buddy.
Yeah?
Shell out.
What?
It's too hot to be wearing the rain jackets, even though there's a chance of rain coming. Well, we'll take our chances because it's starting to get hot out here. It is 45 degrees. Heat wave. And that's pretty. Got the fog rolling in over the mountains. Roughly 4,700 feet. A little different. No views. So the heat obviously causing that fog to happen. So we're not going to get nearly as beautiful views. So again, as it gets warmer, more showers, more leaves, less views. I'm glad I got footage yesterday. We ain't getting nothing today other than wet feet. Man, it rained like crazy, 12 hours yesterday. So on top of the snow, it's just rain. Everything's wet. It is miserable. So I don't know if you can see this or not on the GoPro, but I've been using this merino wool, it's called a trail rag from Glacial Gear. And I tell you, when you're out here having to blow your nose all day, I know you can do a handkerchief, but the merino wool, it's easy to clean, easy to dry, antimicrobial, and it's just the right size. Welcome to Buena Vista! Kind of wish we would have had a view today, but the trees, the mountain laurel, are pretty gnarly, bro. These are some pretty gnarly trees, man. So them fancy ice spikes you got there. I don't have those. I got those. But look at mine. Mine are soaked. Wow. It just feels like you're going straight up in the snow into the clouds. It just keeps going and going and going. Look at that. So on this trip, we've also hit a number of 5,000 foot peaks. That's cool, man. We just went over another one heading towards Standing Indian. So this is a lot more mountains, a lot more elevation, and a lot more snow. It is beautiful. With the fog in the background, with all the trees, it's got that eerie feeling to it. That looks interesting. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Here it is, man. This is the Carter Gap Shelter, and this is where we're gonna have some lunch. A hot lunch. Ooh, watch your step. Cool. All right, so this is what the Appalachian Trail is all about. Hanging out in a shelter with 5G, being able to communicate every now and then, but also the times and experiences that you have. We had some great snacks, refueled. I got some caffeine in my drink today, so I can't wait to get some pepper in my step. Whoopee! You're in. Did I get it?
You got it. You're in.
Yeah! Woo! Through like a baby. Okay, so during my hike, I came up with a term that has never been used, but I thought would be perfect for what we've been doing. In conditions when the roads are closed and you know it's going to be impassable to get out, or you're just making the best decision based on the weather to maybe go the opposite direction, going the opposite direction would be called moonwalking. You're still going north, but you're going south. Yeah, this looks like a good place to camp. Oh, what's that sign say? Oh, bear management area. Perfect. But look.
Yeah, it's all.
It looks like it's sharded.
Tree shard.
It sprayed it when it fell like, oh! All right, so we're at Coleman Gap. And everywhere you look, every single campsite is covered in snow. Well, if you're training for the Smokies, this might be a good option for you. Again, my feet have been soaked, so I have extra socks, but I'd also recommend getting some waterproof socks. All right, we've made it to Standing Indian. We are at a nice elevation of 5,467 feet. All right, my friend, you have made it to Standing Indian Mountain! Woo! There's always one.
Yeah, this guy.
But I mean, come on, man, this is awesome, man. Look at this.
It is amazing.
Woo! You did it, man. And the best part is we only got a short hike to the shelter.
Yeah, it's easy peasy now, downhill.
Just in time before it starts freezing, because my feet are starting to hum a little bit. And I think I'm getting a little bit of frostbite. If it gets under 32, I'm in trouble. I don't know if I see a bear box in here. There's definitely campsites here. Probably the road that leads up this way. Let's see what these signs say. Still got a long way to go, man. Oh my gosh. All right, guys, check this out. See that? Your post holding. It looks like a marshmallow. Check it out. White Oak Gap. Shelter.
Okay.
It says Sheeter. There's two E's instead of an L.